Well, good morning, friends. It's Tracey from Nova Scotia Living. It is about 6:30 in the morning. I just had my coffee. I went for a walk. Violet and I did. Boris must be with Messiah. But I wanted to have my coffee before I do anything. And it's a new day. It's my Big Fat Thanksgiving Eve. Tomorrow is my Big Fat Thanksgiving. So last night I put 2 slow cookers in with chicken thighs and legs all together because I'm going to shred that up. That is in chicken broth and onion soup mix. I made a big cornbread yesterday, and I just broke it up to hopefully dry it out faster because I want to make a cornbread dressing with this chicken. And I had it on here. The stovetop isn't really warm, but it's, I don't know. And then I have, I'd say, a pieced up turkey in the oven that I just shut off. I turned it on around 10:30 last night at the temperature of 200. So I'm sure it's done. I'm sure it's friggin' falling apart. So I got to shred that up today and save that. Now I need to wake the kids up in about 15 minutes, but I'm going to get ready, get stuff out to... I'm going to get ready to do some stuff today. Today's going to be a busy day. I want to make lemon meringue pie. I want to make a pumpkin spice cheesecake. I want to peel a big pot of potatoes, make potato dressing, peel another pot of potatoes for mashed potatoes tomorrow. Peel a bunch of carrots. What else? Make maybe the cornbread dressing. And maybe make bread rolls. I don't know. I have to see how I feel. I'm going to try to pace myself. Last night when I went to bed, I took out 4 bricks of cream cheese to sit out all night, so they're at room temperature. And yeah, so I want to start working now, but I don't. I did shut off those slow cookers. I just shut off the oven. I'm going to clear my table. There's my table. That's my table. Because after the little kids go on the bus, I can start working on some stuff while the big kids get ready for the bus. And I need to start knocking some of this stuff off. So, yeah, I'm going to clean my table off and figure out my priority list. All right, I got a load of laundry going. Mace is going to a birthday party after school today. He picked a cocoa melon. I don't know what that is, but he said it was funny. Like, the kids all laughed about a cocoa melon. I think it's a baby show, but it's not a baby birthday party. And have some presents in there. So I just got him a card. I showed you that present yesterday in the video, but I didn't show you the card because it was still out in the car, out in the truck. There's some feet with little things on it. And I hope your birthday doesn't stink. So when he gets up, I'm going to go get them up now. He's got to sign that, and then I'll tape it up, and I'll tell him to bring it to school. I'll put it in a different bag, just so it's not sitting out there like that at school. But and then I think he's getting a ride down from the school with the little boy's mom. They're providing the rides, I believe, and that way he'll have the present with him. All right, we're outside. I just brought out some compost. Randall is here, and there's Barbara right on that tree. Oh, she was so fast. I will put some peanuts out there when I feed Randall. After these guys go, I'll go get that stuff. Oh, she's right there. She's looking. Where's Timothy? I'm just talking to Barbara. Devin doesn't know what I'm talking about. All right, Maze is parking his bike. Devin's parking his bike. I love you too, Mish. Have a good day at school, darling. You're going to whip up some cupcakes when you get home. Have fun at the party, Maze. Somebody will be there to pick you up. Oh, just a minute. All right. Devin's waving too. All right. My husband mowed the lawn last night. Well, after he got home from work. I don't know if he did down back or not, but it sure looks nice. Oh, there's your peanuts, Randall. They're right there on the trees. But I put some peanuts here for Barbara and Timothy and Harold and Arnold if they want. There's peanuts out there. There's 2 Randalls up here, one on each tree. Hi, guys. Oh, there's 3. I love ya. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy your peanuts. All right, friends. No, I didn't wake up Mally. For goodness sakes, I was upstairs doing stuff. Didn't even poke my head in Mally's room. It's only 7:38, so I'll go do that now. But I just rotated laundry. I have another load going. I had to fish around trying to find my friggin' springform pans. I'm going to use this big one for my pumpkin spice cheesecake. This is the cream cheese I left out last night. I just cleaned out Cornelius, my stand mixer. I don't know, that's the cornbread dressing I'm going to use. Desserts, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Tatiana's Everyday Foods, pumpkin cheesecake. So I'm going to get out all the ingredients, and then go wake up Mally. So 4 bricks of cream cheese. I'm assuming that's a brick. So, you know. Oh, I need honey grams mixed with a bit of butter and press into springform pan. I'm going to line this with parchment paper too. I will do that. So in a mixing bowl, mix for 5 to 7 minutes until light and fluffy. Then I add a half a cup of sour cream and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Continue to beat for a few more minutes. Then I add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Mix and add to cream cheese. Mixing, you know. And then add a half a cup of white sugar and a half a cup of brown sugar. Then mix. And then add 4 beaten eggs, mix, and then 1 3/4 cup of pumpkin puree, and mix until smooth, fluffy filling. Pour into pan, smooth the top, tap the pan, let stand for 10 minutes. Bake at 325 for 30 minutes, and then bump the temperature down to 300 for an hour. Then turn off the oven, and you can crack the door or leave it shut, whatever. For another hour, then take out and let cool completely, then put in the fridge. And you can also use a water bath too, which I might do that. And then to make cinnamon whipped cream is 1 cup of heavy cream, 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, a dash of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of vanilla, whisk until fluffy. But I have Dairy Whip or Dream Whip. I'm going to try to do it with that. But yeah, I need to line this and dig out my honey grams. Alright, I'm just melting some butter in the microwave. I don't have a recipe for, well, it probably says on the back. This is honey grams, so I don't think I have to add sugar to it. I am going to add cinnamon to it and butter. I'm just going to throw a whack in here, enough to make a crust in this. And I will pack it down with the back of a spoon, and then we'll make our cheesecake. Or maybe I could make the filling of the cheesecake now while I do this. That's probably what I'll do. Ooh, the washer's spinning out. Anyways, I melted butter to make that crust in a minute. There's 4 bricks of cream cheese. I just cut it up. I'm going to put it in Cornelius, my stand mixer, for 7 minutes. And while it's doing that, I'm going to make the crust. Okay, I have the mixture in Cornelius. I don't have a big enough pan for this except the turkey roaster, but I don't want to use a turkey roaster because I have turkey in it. So I put some water. I put the outside with foil, even though there's parchment paper in here, just to be safe. I'm going to dump the mixture into here and let it sit for 10 minutes. All right, we're going outside with the big kids. I want to see if Timothy and Barbara got their peanuts. You're not getting the compost, Boris. Oh, I seen her run up the tree with a peanut in her mouth. But they're still here, so she's probably waiting for us to go in. That's okay. I'm just going to throw the rest of that pumpkin that was in that can and a little bit of the honey crumbs that I didn't use and eggshells. I'm walking away. All right, children, have a good day at school. I love ya.
Good to talk to the birthday for
No. Love ya. All right, can you guys be cool for a minute, please? What are you looking at, Violet? She's looking at something. Do you see something I don't see? There they go. All right. All right, friends. I have my dishwasher going, so it's loud. It is just not even 9 o'clock. Probably 10 to quarter to. I'm going to peel some potatoes because I want to boil those up today, make the potato dressing. And I have that cheesecake in the oven for a half hour at 325. I have my alarm set. And then I'm going to bump the temperature down to 300. So just know that's going. I'm washing all like the dishes that I dirtied while I was doing that. So I can put that away after and make something. Alright, there's the spuds. I put some salt in it and I'm going to boil them up. And I'm going to turn this temperature down to 300 and set the timer for an hour. Alright, I just wanted to show you too, these potatoes that I did were both 50% off. There's a little bit left in this bag, but I will need to peel those up along with another bag that I have for the mashed potatoes. The dishwasher's still going. The cheesecake's still in the oven. It's 9:13 now. The potatoes are on. They're not up to bubble yet. I'm going to open these sausages. They're still quite cold, but they're mostly defrosted. So they are maple leaf natural sausage. And I have some frozen diced onions. I'm going to do it all up together. So yeah, I'm just using this wok here because it was the easiest thing to grab. And what I do is, once this is scrambled up and the potatoes are all mashed up real good, I add all the sausage, the onions, all the grease into that. Mash, 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 whip it up good, throw a whack of poultry seasoning in it, any salt and pepper and stuff, and that's that. It's simple. It's not healthy, but it's delicious, and yeah. And once that's done, I will just let it cool and put it in the fridge till tomorrow. Then I can always reheat it in the oven, and if I want a little crisp on it, take the cover off of it and stuff. But this will save a lot of work for tomorrow, along with that cornbread dressing. Oh, I was just listening to music. Betty Davis' Eyes was just on. And I brought out those potato peelings to the compost. So just do things bit by bit, little jobs, and eventually it'll all get done. Okay. Turn this on. Yeah, it's mostly defrosted, but it'll loosen up. Yeah, the kids, the family really like this dressing, so I always make a big batch of it. I don't mind having 2 sheets of this because it's good the next day too. That with some turkey and gravy all mixed on it. Oh, it's good. I'll just let that start loosen up and then I'll throw those onions in. And yeah, that's coming up. That's just not bubbling yet. And I have the alarm set for that cheesecake. After this, I brought the turkey pieces out of the oven. The roaster's on the table. I checked it. It's done. The 2 slow cookers with the chicken is done. I had unplugged them this morning, so I need to debone all that stuff after. And I would do the carrots now, but Misha likes to peel carrots, so I'll wait till she gets home. She's going to make some cupcakes for me too. Mally's going to make an Oreo cheesecake. Messiah's going to make some chocolate pudding tarts probably tomorrow, but I'll bake the tarts today, so they'll just, you make instant pudding and put it in and then throw whipped cream on it when it comes time to eat it. And yes, mac and cheese too. I might try to make that today. We'll see, but I'll bring you back in a bit when this starts moving and grooving. Alright, this I just added some frozen onions so it fries up with the sausage. They almost dissolve. You can taste them in the dressing, but they're really nice and soft. So I'm just going to finish scrambling this up. These are bubbling now. I'm listening to Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac, and yeah, I'll be back, Jack. Alright, I'm still frying up that sausage and onion, but I just took the chicken out of these slow cookers, and I am going to use this broth for when I make the cornbread dressing. There's the cornbread. I let it sit out. Boris, get away from there. There. And it's dried out a bit more, so I'll work with this after. Okay, time after time is planned. What I'm going to do now, there's that sausage. The potatoes aren't done yet, but I have a pan here ready to go. I'm going to saute up these onions and peppers in this pan for the cornbread dressing. Alright, Painted Black by the Rolling Stones. Is that who sings it? I think so. Anyways, here's the peppers. I put them on a plate to cool because I want to cut them up a little smaller. And I just drained the potatoes. I threw a bunch of butter in there. I'm going to let it soften, and then I'll mash those up good, and then I'm going to add the sausage and stuff and continue to mash it and whip it and all that jazz. Alright, woo! There's about 17 minutes left on that cheesecake before I shut it off. So I'm going to empty the dishwasher once this cools down, and yeah, then I can load up the pan and, you know, the stuff I've been using. Right, Boris? Right. right, radio head's on now. Yeah, so here it is. I did have it all smoothed out, but I like it when it looks like this better, instead of all smooth. So I'm just gonna put some towels on it till it cools down, then I'll wrap it up and put it in the fridge. Alright, I kind of cut up those peppers and stuff. This is all the juice from those 2 slow cookers. And I got the dishwasher going again with the slow cooker bellies and that pan. I sauteed that up and a couple other straggle things. Alright, it's 10:19. I just shut the oven off for the cheesecake. I didn't even open it. I leave it for another hour. And Saritha messaged me. She did have a worker this morning, but she said it's not her usual worker and she didn't care for her that much and wishes I was over here. So I'm going to come over for a little bit just to see how she's feeling and stuff, and then I'll go back over and continue working. Alright guys, I wasn't over there too long. She was half asleep in her chair. She said she hardly slept. I think she just wanted company. And, but she was dozing off. I said, Saritha, I'll let you go to sleep, and then I'll come back over later on. And she's like, okay, dear. I asked her if she needed anything. I started her washer machine and all that sort of thing. But, yeah, the person this morning, she's not a fan of. And, you know, some people just lack common sense about stuff. I think how this lady was. I don't know. Oh, all right, guys. It's 11:47. I was upstairs unloading my phone, which took like 45 friggin' minutes. No joke. I just took this out of the oven. I'm gonna let it like completely cool down. But I think this is the first time I ever made a cheesecake without a big crack in it. And you see how it's pulled away from the sides. So I'm just going to leave it. Completely leave it. I'm going to start working on the cornbread dressing. So I need to shred that chicken and I need to crumble up that cornbread. Oh, yeah. But I'm very happy about this. Yeah, first time. First time doing it in a slight water bath too. I know it's not a deep water bath, but maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. All right, so there's the peppers. There's the chicken broth. There's the cornbread I'm about to start crumbling. And there's the chicken that I'm going to start shredding. And there's the cream of soups that I'm going to add to it. I need to get the evaporated milk and the seasonings. Sound good, Violet? Yeah? Oh, I have the oven preheating to 350. I should actually move that cheesecake off of there because that'll just keep it warm. Okay, guys, I'm going to start doing this. The dishwasher's done with the slow cookers in it. I haven't emptied it yet, though, but I'll do that, and that way I can wash some stuff. I'm going to end up having 2 pans of cornbread dressing. I just know I'm going to, but I can save one for Christmas or beforehand or whatever. That's fine. And I'm just going to crumble this up. And then I'm going to shred the chicken and just add it to the bowl as I get through it. And we'll be good. I do have 4 boxes of stovetop dressing. I don't generally make that, but I thought I could use the breadcrumbs out of it if I need to. If not, I will just save that for a rainy day and hope that my kids like it. And whatever. This is a big, I got this cornbread dressing from Cooking with Carolyn. I mentioned it yesterday. Violet, get going. She has a YouTube channel, at least I think she still does. She was, had a lot of people. And she does all different kinds of cooking and stuff. So anyways, I will fast pace this because it's going to be a lot of hands-on stuff. We still got a lot of stuff to do today. I might make those bread rolls still. At least get the dough going before the kids get home. And because that needs to rise for, I let it rise for a couple of hours. And in the meantime, when Misha gets home, she can whip up some cupcakes, which I will try to get all the stuff out. All she has to do is throw it in a bowl and mix it, and then put it. If she wants to make a cake instead of a cupcakes, that's fine too. I'll mention that to her. Maybe she wants to make a cake instead. It's all the same thing. And we'll get the carrots peeled and the macaroni. I gotta cook some macaroni. If I don't make the mac and cheese tonight, I'll at least cook the macaroni and put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge. Also, deviled eggs. I can do that up. Yeah. Still lots of stuff to do. And set up the tables and all that stuff. I still need to do all that. Yeah. Anyways, let's boogie. Play music.
Sure. Music on YouTube Music. Here you go.
I just have some melted butter there. I'm going to drizzle it on top of here and stick it in the oven at 350 for about an hour. I'm going to leave it uncovered, but if it looks like it's drying out, I'm going to cover it. Alright, I was about to get the dishwasher going, but I thought, before I wash this, this is the thing the chicken was in. This is all those turkey pieces I did last night, so I'm going to debone that. I won't get you to watch me do that, but I'm going to reserve all the broth. I'm going to save that too. I'm just going to add the turkey broth to the chicken broth. And that way this can be done. Alright guys, I'm going to try these buns. I haven't made them. I don't think I made them last year. I'm going to put her link to the video because I'm just going to try to whiz past this so I can get it rising for 2 hours before. I want to get outside and just sit outside with the dogs for a little bit. But over in Cornelius's bowl, I have 4.5 teaspoons of active dry yeast, some warm milk, a stick of butter. How much butter? I'm doubling this recipe, so it's like 1 stick, which is half a cup. And I just put a sprinkle of sugar in there. I got out 2 eggs to beat them. I'm going to get the rest of this stuff. So I need 8 cups of flour, 1/3 cup, 8 cups of flour, 2/3 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, I got the milk already. 1.5 cups of warm water. No, yeah. So I drop the butter in the hot milk, add the yeast to 1/2 cup of water in bowl. Oh, I'm supposed to add the yeast to the water. I already put it in with the milk. And wait 10 minutes. Hopefully it'll still work. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll add 1/2 cup of water to the milk. Yikes. We'll see. I don't think so. She's looking at me. Anyways, I think that yeast is working. It's starting to puff up. I buy it in bulk and keep it in my freezer and just in a mason jar. And yeah, I'm going to wait maybe another 5 minutes and then I'll show you over here. There's the slow cooker's all clean. 8 cups of flour, 2/3 cup of sugar. I put 2 teaspoons of salt in there. And I think that's it. We add like the flour 1 cup at a time. And mix on low. Yeah. Start adding flour 1 cup at a time. Mix on low. Add to grease bowl. Rise 1 to 2 hours. I always do 2. Deflate. Knead for 5 minutes. Cut into 4 equal pieces if possible. Form rolls. Rest 30 minutes. Brush with butter. Bake 375 for 17-18 minutes. A little golden brown. Brush heavy with butter. So, yeah. The hardest part is doing the dough. Then I can clean up. Wait for 2 hours. Figure out what I'm doing for supper. And then after supper, I can work with the dough. I will get the bowl and everything out for Misha to do the cake or the cupcakes, up to her. So when she gets home, that takes a jiffy to make. Alright guys, there's the dough. I got the dishwasher going again. I think this is the 3rd time today, but I just want to be on top of all the stuff. I just have some oil in here, grease bowl and all that. And yeah, we just put it in and cover it for, well, I'm going to do it for 2 hours. Sometimes I make this and it's really sticky and I have to scrape it out. Other times it's like this, it's come right off the side. So I think, I don't know, maybe it has to do with the weather, the humidity of Nova Scotia and stuff. Like, it's a heavy dough, like it's a thick dough, but there, I'm just going to turn it over so it kind of gets greased on all sides. And yeah, that cornbread dressing's been in for an hour. I checked it. I put it in for another 25 minutes because I have 2 pans in there, it's taking longer. I just want a little crust around the edges, and there wasn't a crust around the edge, and I don't want it like jiggly or anything. So it's 1:45, I think, right now. I'm gonna put a towel on it and set it over by the stove because it's kind of warm over there. If I hadn't been using the stove all day, I would just turn the light on in the stove and put this bowl in, but it would be too hot to do that now. Hopefully the yeast is going to work. I think it is, but we'll know if this rises or not. So, there. And I will set the timer for 2 hours. I'll be back. Alright, I just washed that cupcake tin because there was still stuff stuck to it. A box will make like 24 cupcakes usually. I got the eggs out. This is the kit. I do have chocolate cakes, but I just thought I have some icing, cupcake liners, little candy eyeballs, some sprinkles, the oil that goes into it. It's like a cup of milk or water. I'll leave the milk in the fridge for now. Then 1/2 cup of oil. Is that what it is? Yeah. And then you whip it up and bake it. For cupcakes, it's 12 to 17 minutes. For a cake, about 38 to 43 minutes. If it, like one of those round cakes. Yeah. So I'm going to take out the cream cheese too, in case Mally wants to make the Oreo thing like after supper. We'll see. there. I should have probably taken them out sooner, but, you know, if they sit out a couple hours, they'll warm up a bit. All right, there's 17 eggs in here. I'm going to boil them for deviled eggs. Might as well do that now. I find when I get it up to a good boil, I shut it off, put a lid on it, and leave it for 20 minutes, and it's done. Just like basmati rice. All right, I think it's good now, because when I go to reheat it tomorrow, it'll cook a little bit more probably. But there's a nice little brown crust around the edge, and it's not jiggly at all. It's not dried out because of that butter. And yeah, see the crisp. So I'm just going to cover them just like those potato ones and let them cool down. That's the way I like it. Just do that and just do that and leave it. It's 10 after 2. Let's have a little peek. Ooh, I have it up on this thing. Not that this burner was hot, but the oven was hot and I just don't want it to dry out. The oven is off now, but it's warm. But just to help it, you know, activate more. Ooh, okay guys, it's about 20 after 2. We just got outside a little later than usual, but it's warm outside. It's quite warm. Those eggs are off the burner. There's a cobweb. And Mazai's having a friend over tonight, but the school doesn't give out bus passes anymore. I didn't realize that. So she's going to walk to Dad's after, and my husband will hopefully be able to pick them up. We'll see. And Maze is going to a friend's house after school. So it'll just be Misha coming on the little bus, and Mally coming on the big bus. Oh, Randall. Timothy and Barbara got those peanuts that were out by the tree. I went and checked. And yeah, we're just going to sit out here for a bit. I don't know what to do for supper. I have raw hamburger in the fridge, but it's not fair. I want these guys to get outside for a bit today, for sure. I mean, later on this evening they'll get out too, but they've just been bustling around the kitchen with me all day. So I don't know what to do for supper. I really don't. I don't want to make goulash again. I don't want to make spaghetti. I don't have hamburger buns. I don't want to make chili because not everybody eats that. I'm not sure. There is leftover white rice in the fridge, but I don't know yet. I'll have to think about it. All right, everybody be calm and collected. Hopefully Maze remembered he was going to a friend's house after school. How was school? That's good. Happy Friday. Are you ready to do some bacon? Baking? No, baking. Oh. Bacon. Okay, Violet, that's enough.
Good. This is one I just got the other day. Oh, my flash is on again. Anyways, it looks like I'm going to have to unload my phone again. Only 17 minutes left. Here, Misha did the cupcakes. They smell heavenly. She cut up all the carrots pretty much, and I peeled them. And still don't know what we're doing for supper, Mish. I don't know. Alright, we're listening to Halloween music. Misha is going to deflate this. She just washed her hands. And I think we need it for 5. I need to look up the directions again. Okay, Misha, you deflate it. I need to go up and unload my phone again. So she's going to need it for 5 minutes. We'll set the timer for 5. Yeah. Yep. So nice and warm. Okay. So I'm going to go unload my phone.
Now it's warm on the side.
Yeah. My phone again. It took for friggin' ever. So this dough sat for maybe 2 hours and 20 minutes before, well, yeah, altogether. But Misha kneaded it for 5 minutes, and then yeah, I'm just gonna cover this. I'm gonna preheat the oven to 375, I believe, and then after a half hour, brush them with butter and then stick them in the oven. All right, I'm waiting for that oven to come up, and like for the half hour. I'm going to do these after for my lemon meringue pie. Ooh, it sounds like it's in pieces. I'm going to take it out of the box. Alright, it's a little cracked. I'll wait for it to defrost and try to pinch it together a bit. But we bake these. 375, which is perfect because that's the same temperature as the roll oven, like the rolls go in at, for 10 to 12 minutes. So, perfect. Alright, Misha's doing a really good job at creating character cupcakes. And this is defrosted enough I can just pinch the bits back together. Those buns are in the oven. Mally is here making deviled eggs. She doesn't want to be filmed, so I'm not going to film her, but she's the one doing all the... Yeah, I guess so. And, anyways, yeah, after those buns are done, these bad boys are going to go in. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. I slathered them in butter when they came out. Look at that. I haven't made these in so long. Oh, they're still like piping hot. Perfect. Alright, here is the turkey drippings and chicken drippings. I strained it, like with that thing. And I'm going to boil it and make a gravy now. Here's water and flour. I'll wait till it comes to a rolling boil, add this to it, thicken it, and it'll thicken up nice. Perfect gravy. Alright. I'll just leave it for now. $3.75. I'm going to start making lemon meringue pies. I'm getting tired though. I am. I have the kettle over there turned on because I need hot water. This has 2 pies in it. I'm making 2 pies because I got 2 pie crusts. And so I'm just wondering, I've never made 2 at the same time, if that's going to hurt anything to do 2 at once. I'm going to try it. So for the meringue, it's put 2 fresh egg whites, beat on medium till soft peaks, gradually add in 1/4 cup of sugar, beat on high until stiff peaks form. Yeah, that's fine. This, I'll take the egg yolks and put it in this bowl and add 1/3 cup of cold water, stir, then add 1 pouch of content and whisk. Maybe I better not because it's just saying 1. Add 2 cups of hot water and mix well. Cook on medium-high heat. Oh, I should do it in a pot then if I'm cooking it. I forget now. I don't make these very often. Yeah, alright. Okay, guys. Okay, Google, pause the music. Those pies are done. Not my best meringue, but at least it's not flat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to start putting some of this stuff away. I got the dishwasher going for the umpteenth time today. I still plan on putting a turkey in the oven after, but I need to sit down for a break. This will go in the fridge, Ziploc bag, fridge, freezer, fridge. I'm going to freeze one of these cornbread dressings because I know I don't need that much. And that's gravy that I did. I will put in maybe a Ziploc bag. That's still quite hot, so I'm going to let that cool down more. But like the dressings are cool enough to be dealt with. Those pies are piping hot, so they'll be sitting out for quite some time. And yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Mally's still going to make an Oreo cookie cheesecake either tonight or tomorrow. But the last thing that I'm going to do today, I believe, is a turkey. I was going to do those tarts too. I might still do those. I don't know. Depends on how I feel after this. I still need to go get maize for 9 o'clock. Yikes. Alright, so I got everything in the fridge except for that gravy because it's still quite hot. I just put one of those big bags over top of that and the other ones there. And they look beautiful underneath. They're just as golden. Perfect. These will stay out. Those will stay out. But I'm going to put some tall things around it and put this tablecloth over top because I don't want anything getting on it. You know what I'm saying? When that's cool enough, I am going to put it in a Ziploc bag and lay it down in the fridge. Whew! But, yeah, I'm going to get this set up. Look at that. Under here, I have a big jar and my big palm olive thing. In the middle, I have one of these blue kettles. And then here is just those buns. But I'm using my turmeric to hold it up off the lemon meringue pies. So, yeah, no fruit flies, no dust, no dogs, no nothing, no sneezes. There. So, I need to kick my feet up a minute. Alright guys, my flash is on. Here's a turkey. There's butter all up under the skin. There's onion in and outside. And we put a couple boobies. They're half onions. Usually I cook a turkey breast down, but tonight I'm not going to, so we can see how the boob job turns out. Mally's over there making spaghetti and meatballs, and it's almost 10 o'clock at night. But this is going to go in the oven at 250. Okay, and now this is that gravy I made. I put it in a Ziploc bag. I'll take it out and lay it in the fridge flat. Well, hey friends, it's Tracy from another day. It's been a few days out from this video. I'm putting a generic ending on it, but I can't end my videos without sending warm wishes and stuff like that. But I'm doing a lot of editing today, and I'm not very good at putting endings on my videos, so I want to make sure that I can just breeze through editing like 5 videos all at once. But I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. And anyways, I want to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really, honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So, yeah, we just had our big fat Thanksgiving yesterday. So you might see this ending on other videos, but I'm using this day to catch up. Ketchup and mustard, you know. Anyways, so with that, I'm going to say, have a good night or have a good morning, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Boink.